Hello everybody, this is Noemi Smith. As you might know, I am a sculptor and an artist and a reborn doll artist. This is my little guy, Mashua here. But guess what? Today we're going to be making something different because I like making everything that it could be handcrafted. Today we're going to be learning how to make this cologne called Agua de Florida, Florida water. So just stick around there to learn. This is going to be a tutorial for you. You might notice my gnomes on here. Do you notice them? This one was given to me maybe 15 years ago when I went to Argentina by this lovely lady. She handcrafted. And we also have the gnomes here. These are our local artists. She made these cute crocheted gnomes because patrons, this year is going to be the year of gnomes and trolls and forest beings. So all my tutorials about clay sculpting on Patreon, on my Patreon channel, is going to be all related to these magical creatures. Today we're doing something different, like I mentioned, which is going to be a cologne. If you're from South America or Central America, you will be very familiar with the Agua de Florida or Florida water. It's pretty much well known in Central and South America. It's pretty funny that it's not that well known here, unless you are into holistic healing and in this kind of craft, because this cologne was actually created by a guy from New York. Actually, this cologne was actually invented by Robert Murray. He's actually natural from New York, but as long as I know, the actual formula was created in Florida, from him in Florida. That's the reason why the cologne ended up being called water of Florida. And more than the beautiful smell of this cologne is the meaning, the spiritual meaning that it might have for some people, like me, for example. This is an aroma that you use to get like inner peace, cleanse a space, and just for anything else like a blessings, anything, some sort of the rituals of bath. I do the bath rituals too. We always do that for New Year's Eve. We didn't do that for this past New Year's Eve, but we used to do that always, that kind of a ritual. So if you are in this kind of vibe, this is going to be awesome. And actually, I'm going to make it everything from the scratch, as you're going to see right now, with no use of harsh chemicals, colorants, which is the stuff that is contained in the original perfume. So I just wanted to create something different, also with a little bit of the things that I like. And there is so many tutorials about this cologne in Spanish. So I was thinking it was just fair to share this in English so you guys might know or might learn something new, maybe. Who knows? Today, I actually, by the end of the year, we were gifted with a lot of organic oranges. So we have like maybe 5-6 pounds of oranges. And I was like, you know what? Let's not waste this. And actually what we need here is the skin of the orange. I'm going to be telling you about the ingredients as I go, okay? I'm going to make 2 versions of this cologne. One is going to be alcohol based, and the other one is my experiment, is going to be oil based. It can be possibly made in the 2 versions, but the most known tutorials out there is the alcohol version. Let's just walk you through the ingredients. The ideal oil to use for this kind of perfumes or colognes, in this case on the oil is going to be a perfume. It should be like almond oil, which is an excellent carrier. I do not like really using vegetable oils. I am completely against that, even for my own culinary ongoing on the house. We don't use really vegetable oils. So I wasn't able to find almond. It would be essential for this. We have avocado oil right here for the oil version of the perfume. And for the alcohol base, there is many tutorials saying that you can use vodka and those kind of drinkable kind of alcohols. I prefer to went straight, for sure. Do not use alcohol from the pharmacy, because from the whatever over the counter like that, because that has additives. All of those alcohols that we use for first aid and sort of things, they have additives. It's not like pure alcohol, okay? So try to find at least a 90% to 100% alcohol. I went straight and got perfumer's alcohol, which is 100%. Yes, that's what I'm going to be using now. Let's keep going through the ingredients. The main ingredients is citrus. There's my citrus there. These are a mix of fresh orange, grapefruit, lemon, and a little bit of tangerines. The tangerines were pretty tricky to peel, so I only use very little of that. Okay, just to be a little bit more accurate with the stuff that I'm using here, this is all mixed, okay, because I had to dry them. It's all mixed, about 6 orange, the peeling of 6 orange, and we did that in some kind of like a juicer, so we ended up with the empty shells and a little bit of the white meat, you will call it, of the orange was inside the peelings. That was mainly the reason why I dehydrate them, because you don't supposed to have that much of a moisture in your peelings. The rest of my citrus, which was 2 regular size grapefruits, 2 lemons, and 2 mandarins. For those, I grabbed actually a potato peeler. I didn't think that trick was going to work. I saw it somewhere online. And actually you slightly try to slash the outside of the core, and you could end up with the less of the white meat. I heard many times that it creates way too much moisture, organic moisture, that it can make your perfume going bad, and we don't want that. So for me, even though I did that with the pomegranates and the other citrus, the orange peels do have the white stuff on there. I just wanted to be sure, and I dehydrate them in actually it's in a Ninja that had the capacity of doing the dehydrating things. And okay, that's what this alone is a perfect potpourri. It smells, oh my God. You like citrus? I love citrus. Who doesn't love citrus? It smells amazing. What I didn't do is a lime. I didn't. Some recipes suggest lime. That probably was the only one that I didn't do for my citrus. This is the main ingredients. This cologne is citrus base. Let's keep on moving. Lavender is very essential, and you could use that either fresh. I will tell you what I did with my fresh ingredients, either fresh, or you just grab the little dry the little flowers over there. This I was drying it for a couple of years. This was fresh, and I had it hanging on my window like a good witch, and I could not believe, this is the first time I'm trying to do that, drying of the herbs. I could not believe the smell. I was like, nah, it's been 2 years hanging on there. This is not gonna smell. Probably they do something else for the smelly potpourris that they sell, but nope. This is natural, organic, and it smells pretty good. Okay. Going through some of the fresh ingredients that I'm using, that will be probably the herbs. We have good old rosemary, and we have mint. I bought this rosemary and the mint yesterday. And do you see my prosperity bowl? Are you familiar with prosperity bowls? I'm gonna take my leaves out of here. I put them here because there is rice on here. And you know rice is good for taking out moisture. I do this every single year. I start making just like a little pot. This is just a Kabbalah that some of us believe. You're supposed to put 7 days after New Year's Eve. You grab all kind of grains that sprout, like rice, wheat. I have lentils, beans, I have corn, and then I have quinoa, brown rice. It's just for prosperity and good luck for the new year. I always do this. And then you write your intentions on bay leaves for love, prosperity, health, you know. And then you have this, I burn a little candle and a little candle stay holder for New Year's Eve. It's something cute that I like to do every year. But anyway, I use the moisture sucking of the rice to have this just overnight, and it's pretty much decently out of the moist. From this, the mint, we're just going to use the leaves, not the stems. The same thing for the rosemary. We're just going to use the leaves, not the stems. That will be my next, the fresher ingredients that I have on there. That spearmint is not that much of a popular herb here in the United States. So I found the seeds. I did not find it fresh, but I found it on a Latino side of the market. We find some spearmint. In Spanish it's called hierba buena. You can also find it online like hierba buena. Okay, we're going to need some of that too. I only have it dry. We're going to need some cloves buds, I think it's called. That name is funny. Cloves. Okay, dry it up. And we're also going to need some whole sticks of cinnamon. And these are some ads that I saw in the different tutorials that I think I was searching online. Some call for a couple of leaves of bay leaf, just a couple pieces of bay leaf. And actually, I love this one. It's the anise. Oh my God. I love anise in no presentation, but the anise star I think is the most potent. At least one little star from the anise star. And to add to all of this, I think I count everything. To make my potion more potent, this cologne, I have essential, I have pure oils. This is a clove oil. So I have clove, I have cinnamon, those are essential oils. The only essential oil that I don't have is the neroli. The neroli flower, I love the smell of the neroli flower. In some recipes, I believe that the original one takes a little bit of neroli on there too, but it always varies, and everybody also make their own mixing. What else I have? Oh, bergamot. I don't have fresh bergamot. I don't have neroli. Bergamot is the essential oil though. So the only one that I kind of sort of cheating is neroli, but still this fragrance, this is not essential, it's fragrance oil. The ones that I get, they don't contain, they're phthalates free, which is a toxic stuff that they put in perfumes. That is another reason why I'm trying to make my own perfumes, because I want to keep away from toxic stuff. And of course, you're going to need a container. Glass is essential because you can't use any kind of a plastic container. It doesn't matter what kind of a plastic container is, because we're going to be using like very strong alcohol and pure oil. It could leach into your product. So don't you ever use plastic containers. It has to be 100% glass. Everything I make, and I'm going to be coming up with a line of perfumes, oil perfumes, regular perfumes. I'm going to be having a line of creams, face creams, and all of that, natural as much possible. Everything is made here with good intentions. So if you believe in that part, of course you can or you cannot believe. I do. Everything is made with good intentions here, and these are not just decontaminate and fully clean. I'm also going to intentionally spiritually cleanse with incense. I'm just gonna go inside, and my best love and good vibes there for everybody else enjoying this cologne. The same thing I do with my perfumes. Everything is going here. It's made with love. Okay? All right, safety first. All right, so this is going to be our 2 containers. And remember, one is going to be alcohol base and the other one is going to be oil base. Let's get this started. Welcome back. Just a reminder, if you, like me, are trying to do any kind of cosmetic products for commercialized selling or whatever, be very careful with tightness and cleanness, okay? Luckily, we have this brand new place that Flip built for us to do our video classes. So there is no cat and dog hair here. And also I pull up my hair here because you, if possible, wear a mesh and a coat and all of that to keep minimal contamination in your workstation. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm not really wearing my full gear like I usually do when especially when I do facial cosmetic products to put on. And good old alcohol spray for everything, or you can make it as simple as vinegar. Vinegar is a good disinfectant too. Also, trying to look for the most natural stuff, even in our cleaning gear. All right, let's get started. Don't you love recycling? I actually, especially when it's glass, I feel sad every time we throw away some glass jar. So these were chicken bone broth or bone broth jars. There's pure glass in there. So one is going to be for the alcohol and the other is going to be for the oil. I'm going to be working on there simultaneously. Caps off. The jars have been blessed, as you've seen it before. There you go. This, well, like I said, I know what it was on here. So this was about 2 cups of each jar. That to help me measure the liquid materials. We're going to start. There's a lot of citrus. We're going to start. Like I said, everything is mixed on here. The orange, the tangerine, and the grapefruit, and lemon. Okay, everything is mixed. And I believe I did tell you the percentages. It was, yeah, if I can recall, 6 oranges, 2 grapefruits, 2 lemons, and 2 tangerines. There you go. And I have more oranges. My next project, but the leftover of those good oranges that we have, I'm trying to make the caramelized skins, sugar-free. So you want to see that, let me know. That is an Italian thing. I was looking all over the place for the recipes, and it seems like it's original from Italy. I might have too much, actually. I'm gonna do even the little powder, because the little powder is actually the tangerine, and the tangerine smelling was actually the most sweetest all of them, from all of them. Yeah, that's a lot. We'll see. I might have more room there, and I will add more of the citrus. I just want to be cautious right now because I want to be able to fit it on the jar. All right, why don't we do our lavender? Oh my God, it smells so good. Lavender bits, dried, or you can also use a fresh. When you use fresh things, always let it air dry at least for the 1 day, okay? Because I'm gonna use the whole butt, the carrot thing. It sounds like butt, you have to admit it. All right. There you go. In case you're wondering, this was a 1/4 cup on here. So what I have here was a little bit less than a 1/4 cup. There you go. I'm going to have my things organized there. Now, the freshes that I got, like I was telling you, it was the mint and the rosemary. And from this, we only want the leaves. We only want the leaves. You can kind of guess because I'm just doing this by the eye. But I bought those little package things that they sell in the market on the fresh herbs. That's all I got, and I didn't use the whole thing. I put some on my mojito, and I left some on the case, a few, and the rest I put it on here. Okay, just for you to have an estimated. But at least you can see I'm not doing like a lot, you know. the last little pieces. I love mint too. I love mint in tea. I hate it in chocolate, believe it or not. I don't like the mix of the mint and chocolate. It's just me. Rosemary, the same. We only want the leaves. I bought this one too, even though we have our rosemary. It's just that right now we're in winter here, and my rosemary is dormant. And the poor thing, I didn't want to take the few leaves that it has. So I felt sad. We usually Flip takes that to make steaks. But right now the plant is dormant, so poor thing, let her rest. Crazy, because this is a very potent smell. Rosemary. It's nice, but it's very strong. Okay, there we go. One. See, one. I might use only these two. This last year, I was taking classes on formulating and creating skincare products. So that was fun. And this year, I'm going to put it into action. A little bit more here. All right. There we go. I'm not going to use anything from here because this is my prosperity bowl. But I have something very interesting. I told you I got the oranges from a friend from the tree, organic. So look at this. I have leaves, orange leaves. And they smell just as good. So this is going to be a plus. I'm just eager to see what will happen. There you go, orange leaves. Fresh and organic, pesticide-free. And what I was reading in some of the tutorials, the bay leaves. I will not go crazy with this because I don't want to make pasta. I got it. All right, so I'm just gonna do a big leaf. Maybe I should cut it. There we go. One big leaf. One sort of a big leaf on there. Maybe I have a little one. Just to complete. Oh, there you go. Okay, just that. Not going crazy with that. Then the star anise. This has to be open like that. Okay. This is a very beautiful smell. I love anise. Anise. Anise is in Spanish. Anise, I believe it's in English. I think so, hopefully. One, okay? This is very powerful condiment. Okay. Then another powerful condiment is the cloves. So with this also, I'm going to be generous. Generous, no, the opposite of generous. I'm going to be cautious. Because you can kill something with cloves if you put too much on there. All right. So we're going to do probably, because I also have the oil, so I'm going to do 3 buds. 1, 2, 3. It should be 4, but I have the oil, so I'm not going to go 1, 2, 3. In Peru, we even use these cloves for some stews, believe it or not. I'm not sure they use this also in India. Probably, because they have very spicy food. I tasted when I was in London. Very good food. All right. And the weird herb that is not that popular here, I just find it dry in the Mexican aisle. Yerba buena. This, it should go like the mint. So I'm going to be generous with this one. Like that much. And this much. This is very close to mint. I bought the seeds, so I hope I can have some in my garden this year. So the last thing is going to be the cinnamon. There you go. I was watching 1,000 tutorials in Spanish. And they recommended to crush the cinnamon. Whoa, where is it? Okay. This is a big chunk of a clove. I don't know, you call these things cloves. Maybe not. I also have cinnamon oil. In my case, I also have cinnamon oil. So I'm gonna go with those kind of small, no, not so chunky pieces of cinnamon. There you go. And I'm going to grab my mortar. Yeah, just not pulverizing, but just kind of crush them a little bit. It's also going to be a nice fitting on my jar, so they won't be sticking out. All right, I'm not trying to make powder. There you go. There. I love cinnamon. I don't know about you, but I do love cinnamon. There we go. There we go. But, and again, a strong spice. Don't go crazy with it. There you go. Now, I think I can put the oils afterwards. So let me double check everything. Yeah. Check and double check, and I think I have everything but the oils. I'm going to add the oils, or I could add the oils after the liquids, but I have room to finish with my citrus. So I'm going to go ahead and finish with the citrus. Okay, let me see. Those little bitsies are the tangerines. They're more sweeter. So I don't want to lose that. Okay. A little bit of order there. Here we go. There should be 16 ounces here. I hope they didn't cheat on me. This was from eBay. If by any chance you want to know where I bought my materials, I guess we can probably put that on the comments, no Flip? All right, we can probably put it on the comments. I got this from eBay. It's a perfumer's alcohol. Okay. Wait. Okay, it goes like that. If it's 16 ounces, it should be covering a half of this. More so. Incoming. I'm really getting excited about this. Unless this thing doesn't have 16 ounces, and then I'm not excited. Let's see. I'll just go ahead and do the whole thing. So 16 ounces, okay? Because the one with alcohol, it will also take water. In this case, you should use distilled water. So probably a cup and a cup, okay? In my case, I have rose water. I will show you. Yeah, I'll say what the hell. Just sorry. Just put the whole 60 ounces in there. Shaky, shaky, shaky. Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole thing. Because I actually have a fake Florida water in my perfumes, oil perfumes that I'm making. And actually my friends are loving that flavor better. We have to launch this line of perfumes and creams that I'm starting to make. But my friends are loving the fake Florida water. That's oil. It's like the roll-ons. Yeah, they're liking that one the best, even though I have many flavors. We're gonna have, I believe, what is this website? And a special store just for cosmetics and perfumes. And it will be attached to my Angels by Noemi store. Okay, 16. Okay, by far this looks beautiful. And it's going to have a natural coloring. That's the best part. Because the commercial one that you find of the Florida water, it has yellow number, tan tan tan, red number, ta ta ta, preservatives and blah blah blah. Oh, crap. I'm not saying it's bad. because it smells good. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just, if you're like me, you don't like having so many bunch of chemicals in your products, the things that you can't even read in the ingredients, you're with me. Like I said, what you're supposed to be using here is simple distilled water. Purest water you can ever find. I found, and it's not easy to find, rose water that you can see in the ingredients. Rose de Messina flower water, 100% pure distilled. It's hard to find this one, but every time I find this on one of my favorite stores, I grab it, or I order online from the perfume or cosmetic places. They do guarantee you that this is made like just a straight distilled rose water, in my case. Who doesn't love the smell of roses? All right, this thing is about 6.8 ounces. So it's actually, this is almost 1 cup, 6.8, okay? So I'm gonna add just as much as my jar can take, okay? Because it usually is more alcohol than water. Oh my God, I love roses, I don't know about you. Incoming. Beautiful. Ooh, I think it's gonna fill the whole thing. Yes. So this was a little bit less than a cup, and it's pretty much getting right in there. Beautiful. There you go. Now look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. And all of this, as it cures and sits, the colors are gonna be, this alcohol is supposed to be extracting the juices and the aromas from the components that you put on there. I was talking about me learning, because formulating for making skincare products, I never knew that it's very important when you put water in a product. It's very important to add a preservative, because everything that touches water, believe it or not, it makes spoil things. It makes the fungal and bacteria growing. So I learned how important it is to keep up with the preservatives, even though we hate them or no. There is some preservatives that are toxic, yeah, for sure, and some that are less toxic, and some that are more on the natural. Which is some kind of bacteria actually that you use to make kimchi. Cool, no? In this case, our preservative is going to be 100% alcohol. So we don't really have to worry about this. This water is meant to last for a couple of years. Okay, take note of that. Now, I do have a little bag, like those sealing bag that I still want to put on top of that. But right now, oh, I'm missing the essential oils. Right here. Okay, let's get this started. We have bergamot. I was not able to find any kind of a dry bergamot, even so fresh bergamot. So I'm doing this. The bergamot is some kind of a fruit actually, like the oranges and grapefruit. Let's see, this thing is sealed. I was trying to make sure that I pronunciate this right. That's what it says, bergamot oil. And it's some kind of orange. You can Google it. You don't believe me. I use disposable. We have like a bunch of, when you want to make a little candies on a little stick, I have that when I have to pour my oils. In this case, I have these disposable bamboo skewers. Like I said, I didn't find any of these, so I might have to be generous adding this to the perfume. So what I do with this is a little trick. And also you want to take note of how much you're using. Afterwards, I'm going to have to count how much of the products I use, so I can replicate the formula for the next time. Let's try 10. Oh, this goes like this. That didn't work. That went this way. I think I'm doing, oh. Yeah, I did it with the wrong hand. Let's count that like 20 drops. There you go. Very citrusy. Very similar to, I will say, it's a mix with orange and grapefruit. Yeah. Oh my God, beautiful. There you go. Next, and I'm not gonna make the same mistake. And I brought an optional ginger oil just because this is not in the recipe at all. Just because I love ginger. You know what? I'm gonna keep it as much original as the recipe. And I'm gonna skip the ginger this time. I just brought it because I like it. Right. That bergamot. The next one is cinnamon. With this one I had to be careful. I can't make mistakes with it because cinnamon is strong. All right. So you just tilt it lightly. Yeah, with cinnamon and cloves, you gotta be careful. So, slowly. My gosh. That went through too. You know what? The next time I'm gonna use a dropper. Let's count that as 10 drops to that one. Okay. Which one is the next? This one has a dropper included. Yeah. Okay, this is the clove. Burp it. Yeah, this thing comes with a dropper. Come on, don't betray me. He has a bubble on the top. Oh, it's coming. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. This guy is very strong, more than the cinnamon actually. Next, I do want to have some flavors, so I have rose. And this one, yeah, it has a dropper too. Let's add 10 points of rose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go on to 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is somebody taking notes for this? Please, are you taking notes? I'm going to forget what I'm doing here. Okay, 15 of rose. Next we have vanilla. Vanilla was actually on the original recipe. Is recipe the right word? Vanilla was in the original recipe. Okay. And I didn't add anything with vanilla on it, so I can actually go for 10. God bless the droppers. The next time I have to use them. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, vanilla for the win. God, beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna get this out of the way before I make a mess. Next we have lavender also. I had the buds, but I wanted to add an extra pump. The same, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lavender. I also have some rosemary essential oil. Essential oil are very powerful, okay? So even when you use this for cosmetic purposes, you have to look for the percentage that is safe to use in skin, because you cannot apply a straight essential oil in your skin. It could cause irritation. It has to be diluted, okay? Or used in a certain percentage, all of them. That's why I'm only doing like 10 or 20 drops. And you can't really do the whole bottle for one cream, lotion, or whatever. You could cause irritation. Be very careful. There is information about how to use essential oils all over the place on the web, okay? Always be cautious. Okay. And the last one is actually the fragrance oil. Fragrance oil is different than essential oil. Sometimes a fragrance oil might contain the real essential oil into the mix, but mostly is the imitation of the flavor. Okay, just make sure with the ones that you get. This is from Brambleberry. They're free or bad chemical stuff still. Okay, this is neroli, and it has a little bit of a. It said sheer blossom neroli, so it has a little bit of something else that smells marvelous. I'm gonna try this again. I think it works better with the paper. Ten drops again on this one. You can also try measuring. That will help too. God, this thing is smelling so good so far. I'm gonna cry. Let's do a mixer-oo. There is some bonding agents that is used in cosmetology and making skincare products that blend the oil, because we have alcohol, water, and oil in this mixture. So I'm gonna see how the process go, because there is bonding agents that is used for making skincare products who help bonding liquid with oil, because that is not going to bond easily. So I might have to add that in this case, because just because I'm adding the oils. If you're not adding any oils, you won't have to do that. So I have those agents available in my stock. So I have to see if those little crystals, I'm pretty sure those little crystals of oil are going to start showing up here. If that is the case, I can simply measure those components work according to the volume. And I can just add a little bit and help everything bond together. I will be checking my concoction just to see that, but I'm pretty sure the oil is not gonna go well with the water mixture. We'll see. Good Lord. That smells good. Okay. I think we're done here. Also, the color is going to start changing and everything, as the alcohol is going to be dripping down everything from the materials. All right. Look at this. It looks beautiful. Look at that. The color is already being taken off. First from the orange, which is the bold color we have here. There you go. Number 1 is done. Number 2, the oil mixture. Now, the formula of this cologne I haven't really seen it done much in oil, so this is pretty much of my own experiment, okay? As you can see, I use the same amount, same ingredients and everything. It's just that this time I'm going to use oil. Another oil that I like to use for skin products making is olive. The only problem with the oil is that it has its own smell, and I probably don't want that for a perfume kind of a product. Almond oil, it will be a great carrier oil, but I didn't have it on hand. I have avocado oil, which also has a neutral smell, so to me it works. It seems like it will work. If anything else, I will get an oil, what do they call this? Anointment oil or something like that, even if it's not a perfume. With the amount of essential oils I'm putting on here, I'm thinking somehow it has to be a perfume oil. I use the Bic for safety reasons. Okay, incoming. Oh, here is 16 ounces. 16 actually, 16.9 here. Just for you to have an idea. All right, let's do this. I decided to use the little nozzle, but now it's going too slow. Oh, this is how you make like ginger oil. I keep forgetting the word. It's a word where you soak the ginger oil, the garlic. You soak it on the oil, and it impregnates with the aroma and the flavor. It has a name, Flip. You had to. Yes, infuse. Oh. If anything else, I will end up making infused herbal oil. Most likely, might have to end up using the whole thing. Okay, I can see the whole thing is gonna go here, so I'm just gonna dump it because there is no other additive that I will be putting here. Yep. Okay, here we go. But for the next time, I have to find almond oil. Okay, let's just go straight to the oils. Squirting oils again. Oh. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. There were 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 31. 31 drops of bergamot oil. Now it works. Cinnamon going less. I won't do 30 for sure. Cinnamon. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, when you practice, is when things work better. Okay. 15 of cinnamon. Oh, up. Should I do the ginger? I just love ginger. Okay, ginger. For the oil, that's gonna be the difference. I have ginger oil here. I'm gonna do just 10 though. Unless a squirt comes and then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. There you go. Who's next? Lavender. I could do like 15 and 10 too. Oh, this one has a dropper. Yeah, you. Vanilla the same. Rosemary. Same. Incoming. Who's next? Rose, for sure 15, or maybe 20. I love rose. And 20. 20 of rose. Oh, clove. Be careful with the clove. I'm going to do only 5. And the last one is our fragrance oil, neroli. I could be generous with this one too. Uy, uy, uy. This one doesn't have a dropper. Okay. I could be 20, probably this one. Got them all. Now a little. Mix everything. If anything else, this might come very concentrated because I think I should have put a little bit more of the oil, but it's still no problem. It's still gonna leach. It's still gonna give it the smell, the aromas, and the flavors. And if it's way too concentrated, I can just add more oil in the end. Another carrier oils to make the perfumes itself. As long as everything is sinking down there. Go to the base. Shake it all well. Now remember, oil and also the alcohol I was reading, you should keep it off from the light. You should keep it on a dark place. Oh my God. This one smells more than the other one. It's the power of the oils. The power of the oil. I'm a firm believer I like oil perfumes better than the regular alcohol perfume. So look at this. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, here we have our 2 mixes of the same Agua de Florida perfume, Cologne. Now, look at this. Uy, I'm going to break my jars. Look at that. Now, you need to let this sit, like I was telling you, in a dark area, very well closed. And this lid doesn't close that well because it's not the lid. I'm gonna put something around there, and even here, even though this is a closing lid, I'm gonna put something around here. Or I think, Flip, you had something to compress the cans, no? There you go, can compressor, magic, whatever. I don't know about tech stuff, but I think Flip has a can pressurizer there. Just think about it, that whatever you're smelling right now is going to intensify as it cures. Now, let's talk about curing time. It should normally be put off the light in a cool area for about 4 weeks. If you believe in spiritual things and all of that, we usually do it for 40 days. Because 40 days has many meanings, biblical and non-biblical, and it's all related in the end. It's the ending of a cycle, and a new cycle is about to start. It's like a renew. It's a renew thing, the renewal life, or you have another chance to start all over again. Okay, so if it's done with that meaning, you will wait 40 days and 40 nights. 40 days, okay? You don't let it sit and cool by that. And after that, you should come back to your potion and see what happened. I'm most likely sure I will have to add more oil here. I can add more oil in here. I'm not sure about this one though, because this is my first time working with alcohol perfumes. So we shall see. Right now, for sure, the alcohol is to start pulling. Oil is slowly pouring things. It won't do it right away. Alcohol, you know, alcohol is alcohol. It's very strong. Just a reminder, I forgot to mention, for the oil mixture, you don't really need to add the preservatives for the oil, because the oil sells preservative for about, I would say, for sure 1 year. You could go up to 2 years. The only thing I'm going to add when my potion is ready in the 40 days is simply adding vitamin E, because vitamin E oil is not a preservative, but is an antioxidant. What happens to oil, they don't get moldy or whatever, but they get rancid. To avoid getting any kind of oil-based product getting rancid, is that we add a percentage of vitamin E. I probably will be showing you that when my perfumes are ready the next time. So, all right, I think we're done, and we might catch up with you after the 40 days to see what happened with our colognes and perfumes. Let me know how you like this video. We're very excited. We're trying to make this kind of a little bit more professional kind of videos, and a brand new awesome place where we're going to be making our video classes. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like button. If you have any questions or anything, let us know in the comment. Please follow us, and once again, everything helps to our page and to our upcoming videos on here. If you want to see more videos like this, because I have formulas to make face creams, another kind of perfumes. We're gonna have the products in a separate place included on the website angelsbynoemi.com, so you will be able to order our perfumes and face creams from us. And Patreons, we'll see you there. Remember, we're making trolls and gnomes this year, pretty sure. And I guess that's all. Thank you guys for watching. Have a blessed day.